Welcome back. You're listening to the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM. And in regards to this huge spectacle that'll be playing out tomorrow on the Limestone Coast, we've gone and got the perspective from the other end. And I've got the Adelaide Cobras star player, Perry Mitris, one of the icons of the local game. He's had a very storied career at a local level. Perry, it's great to have you on the show. How are you?
Thanks, Ellis. Thanks for the kind words. I'm very good, thanks. Great to be on here, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to discuss the big game.
Well, I'm very keen to get your thoughts on a few things, Perry, but firstly, let's just start with finding out what you know about Naracoorte. Have you ever been?
Not much, no, I haven't. I've certainly heard of, obviously, the region. Speak to a few people here at work, actually, that are from there. So, look, we're excited to get down there. Obviously, a place most of us haven't been before. So, it'll be a new experience for us. But like I said, very, very keen to get down and have a look and hopefully put on a show and win the game.
Now, as a football person, you'll admit, Perry, that this is just what we love and what we crave as fans, especially, and players as well, who are sort of coming from the Naracoorte side where, they're part-timers, they're amateurs, they never get the opportunity to really test themselves against the likes of players as good as yourself and some of your teammates there at the Adelaide Cobras. The Australia Cup, it throws up dream ties like this, and I guess the fact that you don't really know what you're entering into makes it all the more exciting.
Oh, absolutely, and that's part of the fun of the cup, isn't it? It's not just local level MPL teams facing A-League teams. It's also clubs that are in regional areas and don't get to play against local state level competition teams getting to play those teams. So same sort of concept applies, I think. But they may be excited to play us, but we're also excited to play them because again, it's a new experience for us. And we're very much looking forward to it.
Now, I guess one of the best parts about this experience for you guys is the fact that you get this team bonding in. You're going to be spending Friday night on the Limestone Coast, getting ready for the game the next day. So the fact that, you get to have this experience, because we've got to keep in mind that for non-professional clubs, it's actually a rarity to get a team, to get an away day, so to speak, where the team travels. So that must be one of the key essences of what you're looking forward to.
Oh, absolutely. Any time spent away from the football pitch with your team is good time spent, I think. And like you said, given we play in the local league here, the furthest we have to travel is probably, this year will be a Playford away or something along those lines. But, a 4-hour drive to Naracoorte is something that we don't get to experience very often. And, we are going up the night before, which is great. Give us time to gel with the team, get to know each other away from the pitch, and build on that sort of, culture we want to have into the season. So, it serves a good purpose in that sense, but also, it also serves a good purpose for, promoting the game in the regional areas such as Limestone Coast.
All right, Perry, let's talk about the team. How are things looking in the camp? We know that the season is not too far away. Obviously, this is a great way to get things going with a competitive head out. So just tell us what the pre-season has been like so far for the Adelaide Cobras.
It's been good. We've certainly strengthened this year from our team last year, as you need to do when you go up a league. We've got some very good players that we've added to the squad. We've also retained a lot of good players from last season too. I mean, pre-season's been relatively good. We've had quite a lot of hit-outs against some MPL teams. So we played a tougher opposition than what we expect to face in the league this year. But I think we've held our own. We've certainly strengthened game upon game, so we're getting better and better. We get to understand each other, what we like and what we don't like in each other's games, and trying to work on that. But overall, it's been positive. I'm very, very much looking forward to this cup game and then leading on to the season the week after.
There we have it. Well, Perry, there's always an opportunity at hand here where you could well see your Adelaide Cobras eventually come up in a dream tie against a side like Adelaide United, who you actually represented at youth level. Would that be the sort of dream scenario for you going forward? Oh,
absolutely. We, like any team, I'm sure, that's participating in the cup, they want to get as far as they can. We're no different. And the cup's all about trying to experience those professional moments. When you're a semi-professional footballer, you want to try and test yourself against the best, and there's no better way in doing that coming up against an A-League team, which hopefully if we get far enough, we can do. It'll be great for the club. It'll be great for the local game, and obviously be great for us players.
Just going into this game, I mean, it's one of those weird encounters where, you've got very little intel on the opposition. So how do you sort of approach the opening stanza of this game? Is it a case of just going out and flexing your muscle as much as you can, or do you try and fill out the opposition?
Oh, look, funnily enough, we've been sent a few TikTok videos of their captain doing these outside the foot shots. So we have to be wary about that, because I think he's put about in the top corner in his video. So that's the only intel we have at the moment. But look, we're obviously very respectful of the opposition we're going to play. We know that they don't, play in the same league as us and don't play against the same teams, at the same level as what, we are sort of at. But, in cup games, as we both know, that doesn't really matter. On the day, you need to bring your best. And, this game will be no different. So I think, we'll definitely go out there to win the game, play, what we know and what we've worked on throughout the pre-season. And, hopefully that'll be enough for us.
And Perry, before we do let you go, for some of those listeners that might not be initiated with your particular story, just tell us about your career. We know you've reached various heights. You got awarded a contract at Adelaide United for the Asian Champions League back in 2009-10, which was a fantastic thing for you. But you've also, like I said at the top of the interview, had very success in South Australia at a local level. So just tell us a bit about your playing background and also your professional background as well. I've
played senior football ever since I was 17. So I started off at Croydon Kings as a first team player. Got myself a gig with Adelaide United for a few years, and then I went to Metrostars, where I enjoyed so many good years. Won many titles, championships. Even lucky enough to win the national Australian championship with Metro back in 2014. Won top goal scorer of the league in 2014 as well. So that was a good year. And then I moved on to West Adelaide, enjoyed a few good years down there, was fortunate enough to captain the side, which for me was one of my career highlights growing up as a young kid. I always supported West Adelaide, even in the NSL days, so that was pretty special. Moved on to Adelaide City after that for a year, which was great. Met many different people there, and it's good to see a different sort of side to Adelaide City, who I always grew up as, they were always the enemy in my eyes, as supporting West Adelaide. But it was obviously great to play for them as well. And then made the move to Cobras, where my father played. So I always saw myself settling down at Cobras and finishing my career there. And that's where I am at the moment. I'm very happy there, and hopefully can work towards bringing some success, or helping to bring some success to the club, because it's a very good club. It's a very well run club, very community based, and very well supported. So that's basically it in a nutshell. I'm not sure if there's anything else to add to the soccer career, because that's pretty much it. But outside of soccer, I'm work at the Sky City Adelaide Casino as a senior legal counsel there. So that keeps me occupied away from the football pitch. It's a very fun job. It's a very interesting job. But other than that, spending time with family and friends is what takes up the majority of my time.
Well, you're certainly on your way to achieving those goals with the Adelaide Cobras. Perry Mitris, we wish you and your side all the very best. Travelling to the Limestone Coast on Saturday in that Australia Cup qualifying round. Really, really enjoyed speaking with you on the Flow Friday Sports Show. All the best for the game, and all the best going forward as well. Thanks for your time, Perry.
Thanks very much, Alex. Appreciate it.